What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we are talking about the Galaxy Z Flip. Now, disclaimer here, do not take anybody's opinion in the next day, in the next days, or even probably in the next weeks to determine whether or not you need one of these in your life, because I guarantee you there are more situations that will unfold as with any new piece of technology. So you should just wait it out and hear everybody's long-term use cases with this phone before running out and dropping $1,400 on it. That being said, this is one of the coolest pieces of tech that I've seen in a while, and I'm pretty excited about it for a number of reasons. But I will start off right off the bat to let you know that this really doesn't do anything better than the new Galaxy S20 series, other than the fact that, well, you can fold it. And it's a folding freaking piece of glass. Yes, this display right here is glass, and it folds, and it absolutely blows my mind. So with all of that out of the way, just using this, putting it through its paces in my personal life, daily use kind of situation stuff, it's actually pretty awesome. Like, I like cool technology, right? I'm a fan of technology. I'm a technology enthusiast, and this is just bleeding edge stuff that I don't know. I mean, obviously we've had the Galaxy Fold, we have the Motorola Razr. Those have plastic screens. The glass just feels so much better when you're moving through the user interface, and that's another point too that we're gonna touch on. But as many of people have mentioned out there, you can see there's a visible crease in this phone that is permanently there. You are not going to get rid of it. And you know what? When I'm using the phone, just looking at it straight on, watching content, using the camera, even swiping, it kind of just dissolves into like the experience. Now, you can feel it when you run your finger over the middle of the screen, but for me, the phone is kind of long, as you can see, and I'm mostly scrolling from the bottom part of it, so that really didn't make a huge impact in my daily use, but the crease is definitely there. So if that bothers you, then you should probably sit this one out. So with the display, not only does it fold, but it actually looks pretty damn good in my opinion as well. This is a 6.7-inch display measured diagonally. It's got a resolution of 2636 by 1080, so full HD plus, and it has a nice pixel density of 425 ppi, which is, I mean, by my eyes, this thing looks pretty damn good. It's a Samsung display, so I didn't expect any less than that, but obviously doing that is pretty damn cool, especially with it being glass. It's very smooth in operation. The hinge has been very smooth for me. I haven't noticed anything, and I don't feel like I'm gonna break this. Like, that was the big thing for me. It's like, when I'm using it, do I feel like I'm going to break the phone by using it? I don't feel that. It feels very structurally sound, which was to my surprise, actually. I didn't think that it was going to feel as good as it did. So, I mean, obviously this is only over the last day or so, but I think that overall, it's on point. So I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of the specifications here. I mean, this does not have the latest and greatest. You want that, go to the S20 lineup. They got you covered. But this has a Snapdragon 855 Plus in it. We have good cameras on the front and back. I mean, the photo quality here is, what you would expect from Samsung. I mean, it's on point. I will leave a full gallery below if you wanna check out the pictures that I took with the Z Flip. But I'm telling you again, if you want like the best of the best cameras, go to the Galaxy S20 or the S20 Ultra for that matter, which is going to be like the king as far as Android cameras is concerned, at least in my opinion. But with the cameras, we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens and a 12 megapixel standard lens. And then on the inside with the front facing camera, we have a 10 megapixel sensor in there. And I mean, it's a good camera. Like, I really can't complain. I do think it's cool that we have a fingerprint sensor on the side, and you can also use that to kind of control the notification center here. You can pull it up and down just by swiping on the fingerprint sensor, which is pretty nice. We do have wireless charging here as well, which is obviously a given, and it's cool when you set it down on the wireless charger. There's a little display on the front here that'll actually tell you your remaining charge time when you have it plugged in or on a wireless charger, which is a nice thing. Another cool thing about this little display here is it does show you notifications as they happen, like if you're getting a call or a text message, or for example, you can swipe through and kind of get some different displays here, like you can see your signal or you can see the time and the date. And if you double press the lock button here, you actually get a camera view, which is nice. It's using the rear cameras, and you can actually switch between the standard or the ultra wide lens just by tapping on that little screen right there. It'll actually switch between the two cameras. Now it's kind of weird to frame things up in this tiny little screen right here, but I think it obviously does a better job when you're using the ultra wide lens on this phone, because you know, obviously you have a much wider field of view that you can kind of frame up on this tiny little thing. It's cool. I mean, I don't think it's something that I'm gonna use all the time, but it is handy if you wanna whip the phone out and not have to open it and take a quick selfie or something. Another thing with the folding aspect of it is I'm always nervous closing it because of like debris or something. So I feel the need every time I close this to just like blow it a little bit just to make sure there's nothing like stuck in there that could, you know, scratch the screen or break it or anything like that. I don't know. There is the Galaxy Z Premier service with this that will get you one out of warranty screen replacement at like a discounted price. There's a little pamphlet that comes in the box with that to let you know about all of that stuff, but I do feel the need to kind of blow it out every time. Now, when it comes to software with the Z Flip, that is everything. The user experience, the user interface, everything that goes into the software here is very, very, very important in my opinion. So there's cool modes here where you can actually open the display just kind of 90 degrees like that and have a split screen view between like the camera. So for example, you could set this down on a table and have a timed selfie or a video call and be completely hands-free with it. So that props up like a little stand, kind of cute, and you can use it to take pictures. Now, along with that, you can actually do split screen mode, and it's very clever because obviously it uses that crease in the middle to split the two apps, top and bottom, so you can have it opened up just 90 degrees like that, or you can have it fully open and have a split screen going on between the two sides of the fold, which I think is a pretty genius idea. Now, there are a lot of little things like that in the software that make this, I mean, if this didn't have that kind of software integration and it was just kind of flip and open and close, I really would see much less of a benefit in it, because you're not getting any software functionality with that glaring piece of technological awesomeness that is folding glass. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they have that. Obviously, they had a lot of experience with that with the Galaxy Fold first, so it's nice to see those things trickle down to something like the Z Flip. Now, for the sake of one-handed use, it's pretty easy one-handable phone. It's a little long, but we do have this sidebar that you can pop out over here, and it's pretty nice because you can get kind of app shortcuts and you can launch like your app drawer right here off to the side instead of having to go all the way down to the bottom, which is a cool little neat feature. Nothing that's super impressive or anything like that, but I definitely appreciate having it here. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of, not a big deal, but there's just a single mono speaker at the bottom, and for this price point, I feel like why couldn't we use the earpiece as a way to kind of get a pseudo stereo sound, you know, driver from the bottom, driver from the earpiece. One thing that I will say is like flipping this open with one hand isn't very confidence inspiring. Like I don't want to put too much pressure on the glass screen because I don't want to break it, and there's really no like actual way to grab the phone to easily flip it open. Flipping it closed is much different because it just kind of eases into it, but opening it up I feel like is definitely a two-handed thing that you just want to kind of gradually open it up with both of your hands. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's my take on it. Honestly though, I really can't put it into enough words how cool it is to just watch this thing like fold back and forth. Like, it's the engineering involved here is just what makes my heart so happy. It's just cool. Like, if there's any reason for you to buy this, it might be because it's cool and absolutely nothing else. Because like I said, the S20 lineup that's coming here very soon definitely packs a lot of heat. And while this is cool, you're getting more for your money with those other phones. But if you want to have the cool and you want to have it right now, well, you can order the Galaxy Z Flip, but honestly, like I said, I recommend that you wait this out a little bit to see if there are any problems that arise over, the next couple of weeks, the next month, and be sure to leave this video a thumbs up as well if you want to see a long-term video with the Galaxy Z Flip, because I plan on rocking this for a little while, seeing how it holds up. Hopefully, we don't have any issues like we saw with the Fold or anything, but I think they've done a much better job engineering this than that one. So as far as performance goes, I mean, Snapdragon 855, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage. I don't think there's gonna be any performance issues here, but only time will tell with that. Now, battery life, that might be a concern. I'm not 100% sure about that yet though, because I've only been using it for about a day now, so I can't really give you a definitive answer. I can tell you that as of right now, I have 26% left on the battery and I have about 4 hours of screen on time. And I have been using the crap out of this phone way more than any normal person would, because I've personally been using it and I've been filming it, so take that for what it's worth. But I don't know, it's all around, this phone is just really cool to me, and I want to know what you think about the Galaxy Z Flip in the comment section below, and let me know all of your thoughts. Are you gonna pick one up? Did you pick one up? Are you nervous about foldables? What do you think the future holds in the foldable category? Drop all those comments down below. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. This is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.